have to go with hardworking because of the things he went through to provide us with all of our needs and to support me through my basketball journey. I'd just like to say thank you, Dad, for always supporting me and guiding me through my basketball journey and never giving up on me. I love you. Love you.
Well, now that you're playing here in Junior MPBL, this is your second season and you need to take it seriously. Seriously means dedication, okay? Dedication means hard work, sacrifice, and know your priorities, okay? Just keep it up and keep practicing and you're doing good. Just do better. Okay, love you.
Happy Father's Day, Dad. I love you.
I love you and thank you.
Inspirational. He's a great father and I hope he continues to be a great father and he inspires me every day and he helps me every day and he helps me become better at basketball.
First naman, sabi ko sa kanya, tinanong ko sa kanya kung gusto niya ba talaga basketball. Sabi naman niya, okay, gusto naman niya. So, sabi ko, ano lang, focus lang kung ano yung mga sinasabi ko or mga coaches, work hard lang. And yun, enjoy lang ng main team doon.
Happy Father's Day, Daddy.
Thank you.
Inspiration kasi siya po yung dahilan kung bakit ako nagpapatuloy mag-improve araw-araw para pangarap kong maging pro basketball player tulad. Ini-improve ko po yung sarili ko, especially sa mga weakness ko sa loob ng court. Siyempre, pinapromise ko din sa kanila na, lalo na kay Papa na gusto ko iapak na sa basketball. Mas lalagpasan ko pa. Pagpapatuloy lang akong mag-aral ng mabuti at mag-improve araw-araw. Kasi yun lang naman yung gusto niya mangyari sa akin. Ilaan niya yung game niya kay God palagi. And huwag siya magsawang matuto. Lagi siya makinig sa coaches niya kasi wala naman ituturong mali ang mga coaches kundi para sa ikabubuti niya. So, lagi lang siya makikinig sa coaches. Papi, Father's Day, mahal-mahal ko na. Encouraging because all the time he always pushes me. Even when he's not saying it, when I see him play dati, also words, it encourages me to play harder. Thank you sa lahat kasi wala akong ma-achieve kung wala yung daddy ko. And thank you for always being there kahit mahirap na.
Siyempre, yung dedication niya sa sports, nandun, yung passion niya, yung paglalaro. So, nandun ako for 100% support. Especially me and my mom niya, her sister, lahat kami. And yun, siyempre lagi siyang dapat mag-ingat at always to tell him to give their best every kid.
Happy Father's Day!
Thank you.
Youth basketball action heats up here at the Bamboo Court in Las Piñas. And in case you missed our first game, Meycauayan securing that 14 under division victory against Valenzuela. We now move on to a very interesting matchup for our second game in the 16 under division as two winless teams will battle it out as we continue the live coverage of the country's premier youth basketball league, Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL. Done with game number 1. We're on to the 16 under matchup of Valenzuela and Meycauayan. Later on this afternoon, Mandaluyong and San Juan will also have their own 18, 16, and 14 under 3-game set. Magandang umaga mula dito sa Banana Court in Las Piñas. Simon Mendera still with Coach Noy Africa. Magandang umaga, Noy, and well, what a ball game we were treated to earlier in this morning.
Yeah, that's right. Of course, in that game, Valenzuela 0-2, Meycauayan 3-0. Meycauayan able to get their fourth victory, but it's a different story now. Both teams winless, 0-2 for Valenzuela, Meycauayan 0-3. So both teams not here to shake hands, but trying to get their first win.
Well, good news para sa kanila is isa sa kanila would finally get their elusive first victory here in season number 2. Let's talk about their previous games. Unahin na natin itong Valenzuela progress with that, I guess, not quite the biggest of losses, but a struggle in that defeat against Mandaluyong.
Yeah, it's still a defeat nonetheless for them. Loss against Mandaluyong Junior Micro Smith, 77-68. That game allowed Mandaluyong to shoot 48% from the field. They were severely out-rebounded, 43-27. And of course, in a game of possessions, you want to control the boards so that you can get more opportunities to score. They forced Mandaluyong to 32 turnovers. But the problem is they committed 25 of their own. So they need a better job of taking care of the basketball for the Valenzuela progress. But really looking forward again to see John Patrick Ayman. He's averaging 27 points, 7 rebounds, but in that game exploded for 32.6 rebounds, 5 assists, and 3 steals.
Tinatawag namin JPE ni Coach Melo when we covered this Valenzuela team in the past. Dito naman tayo sa Meycauayan Bamboo Archers. May nalunok na tinik in that loss against the Davao King Thorns.
That and lost by just 1 point. Definitely yung tinik na medyo mahirap itulog, but in that game shot only 31% from the field, very decent, but you give up 43% to Davao, and they actually out-rebounded Davao 46-38, but they gave up 38 points in the paint. Although they did score 48 of their own, they're gonna need to defend the paint better. Also giving up 17 second chance points to Davao, but the player to watch, and whenever this kid plays, I can assure you, you're definitely going to need to watch. Averaging 20 points, 5 rebounds per game. In that game, finished with 30.6 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals. Of course, I'm talking about the John Carl Canapi.
The MVP sa 14 under division in season number 1 as well. And malaman na nga natin, will it be Meycauayan or Valenzuela to get their first victory in season number 2? Let's head over to Kagawad Balong Rosetes with our starting 5.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Banana Court, Las Piñas City. Here we go for the second match. It's 16 under of Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL Season 2. Ang Liga ng Bawat Batang Pilipino. We're live on the official Facebook page and YouTube channel of Junior MPBL. It's time for your Valenzuela Progress versus Meycauayan Bamboo Archers. Let's meet the starters from both teams. First from your Valenzuela Progress. Guard number 23, John Miguel Cabarco. Also at guard number 21, Andre Sambelli. Forward number 0, Jan Patrick Iman. Forward number 22, Lawrence Rojas. Center number 7, Raymond Cabello. The head coach of Valenzuela Progress 16 under is Coach June Dose. Assistant coach Rayden Lacamento. Team manager Joseph Putong. Team owner Walter Ora and Congressman Eric Martinez. And now, it's time to meet the starters of your Meycauayan Bamboo Archers. Guard number 21, John Card Canapi. Also at guard number 11, Melvin Malupay. Forward number 18, Franz Baldomino. Power forward number 23, Jonard Evaristo. Center number 14, Arjun Gatchalian. The head coach of Meycauayan Bamboo Archers 16 under is Coach Gil De Los Santos. Assistant coach Ryan Villahuesan. Team manager Ronald Villamor.
The right team starters once again. Meycauayan will begin this game with Canapi, Malupay, Baldomino, Evaristo, and Gatchalian. Valenzuela naman, we will have Cabarco, Sambeli, Ayman, Rojas, and Cabuelo. The 16 under matchup of still winless teams in Meycauayan and Valenzuela. Their visit dito sa Banana Court in Las Piñas, one will go home with their first victory in the season, which might kind of ignite din yung kanilang momentum in this very young season number 2.
And if you're following the junior MPBL during the first season, you don't expect a team having a John Carl Canapi to be winless after 3 games. You know, John Carl Canapi in the 14 under division last year led his team to the finals, Mindoro Decena Foundation, only losing in the national finals to Cavite City.
Aces Solar indeed were the eventual national champions, and he's now moved on to 16 under. Nakita mo naman yung previous game and the averages that John Carl Canapi has. Safe to say, he has made that move from 14 to 16 very seamlessly.
And also has made the move and has been recruited by the USC Tiger Cubs. So future is bright for John Carl Canapi.
I'm really just proud to say, as we see JPE called for that offensive foul, that yung platform na binigay ni Senator Manny Pacquiao in establishing this junior MPBL, of course, our big bosses, Commissioner Keith Picazo, Boss J.R. Navarro, that giving the kids such as John Carl Canapi and similar other players in season number 1 those types of opportunities.
That's been very successful, to say the least. That is actually an understatement. Just giving an opportunity again for these kids to be discovered, and a wild shot there is an understatement too.
Kakasabi lang natin, John Carl Canapi opening the scoring festivities here in the first quarter. Magang timeout. Pipito rito. Take another look at that fast break layup. John Carl Canapi. His first 2 scored 30 their previous assignment. We have a Nature Spring timeout. Babalik po tayo with more of your Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL.
Coming from nowhere, but he started somewhere. The inaugural season of the Junior MPBL indeed opened a lot of doors for these young gunners, and one of which is John Carl Canapi. You guys mentioned that he's already studying at the University of Santo Tomas, where he found his new home in España. Sabi niya sa akin, he never expected that schools will be recognizing him. Sabi niya nga sa akin, ate, sino ba naman ako, diba? But right now, he's just so proud of himself. But of course, we are more than proud coming here from the Junior MPBL to witness how these kids turn their dreams into reality from no one and now into someone. Hi, Ben, Coach Noy.
What an inspiring story shared there by our Daphne Cristobal. And I know John Carl Canapi is just one of those many inspiring stories that we've captured here in the Junior MPBL. Heartwarming, no? Marinig mo yung mga ganyan storya.
And just fitting na yung nag-share ng report, beaming with pride, talking about UST, yung sumo cum laude natin. But again, yeah, John Carl Canapi, I believe he's really deserving with the way that he made a name for himself in the 14 and under division. Now moving up to the 16 and under division, and soon enough we'll be watching him in the UAAP Juniors.
JPE finds his teammate for that basket. Really making things happen dito early para sa Valenzuela. Answering on the other end. For the Archers, 6-4, up by 2 is Valenzuela. Ayman. Pass to Philip. Philip was ready,
but out of bounds.
Turnover dito para sa Valenzuela. Expecting that teammate to be in the corner. Bit of pressure applied here by the Progress in the backcourt. Under 7 minutes remaining sa ating first quarter. Attacking strong to the hoop.
That's how you use a screen. When you get off the screen, you find the driving lane, you attack it, and make the defense adjust.
So both jersey number 18s making things happen para sa kanilang koponan. Baldomino on the other end. Para sa Valenzuela naman, it's Sambeli scoring on that three-pointer.
Malupay will turn the ball over. That's going to be the second turnover now for Meycauayan.
Ayman looking to the block. Is Cabuelo. Back to Ayman. That pass, but unable to convert there was Rojas. Get another opportunity, Ayman. Thought he got hit. Coming up empty are the Progress. Switch immediately on the other end, high off the glass, under Canapi basket.
John Carl Canapi, definitely a legit scorer, grade A. And you know, the main weapon is that outside shot, but he can pretty much score anywhere. John Patrick Ayman, also known to really work very hard on the floor. He gets his points even on the putbacks.
Immediately answering on the other end, the Bamboo Archers. The Domino once again. Make that 6 now para kay Fransley. Can't hit on that 3. Just one and done para sa Valenzuela. More than halfway through our first quarter. Looking ahead. Another escape. John Carl Canapi nananalasa sa mga ganong opportunities.
He's a very opportunistic scorer. He knows when he has opportunities and just takes them and takes advantage of it.
It's a long three-pointer. That's off para kay Charles Ricapuente.
You can see how reliant Valenzuela is on the outside shot. They've already attempted 6 times from the three-point area, but only has converted once. And the problem is when those shots don't fall, what do they do?
Lead now to Meycauayan, 12-11. After trailing early. Ito na hinihingi mo. But Canapi can't dial it from outside. Offensive rebound though and put back. Baldomino will be fouled. Will head to the line for a couple.
And if you're Valenzuela, you cannot allow those offensive rebounds. Long shot, definitely going to be a long rebound on the miss. But Baldomino able to track down the basketball and will troop to the line for 2.
Baldomino leading all scorers so far. That's his 7th point of the game. It's been Baldomino and Canapi carrying the offensive load for the Bamboo Archers. Hits on both. Lead up to 3, 14-11.
Baldomino just might be the new Leodil Hilot of John Carl Canapi.
That Canapi-Hilot combination of Mindoro really was a treat every time we had a chance to cover those 2 kids. And I think Hilot is now playing for Cavite.
And the Alvarez twins now playing for Quezon City.
And Mindoro is now Berbets.
Oh, yeah.
Si Canapi scores on another basket. And a cool coincidence, ito yung kulay ng Mindoro Berbets. Itong suot ng Meycauayan Bamboo Archers right now. Long on that 3 was Sandeli.
Right now, they're relatively high scoring. 3 minutes to go. Already both teams in double digits.
To the corner. 3-pointer. Will work. That's just a long 2-pointer. John Carl Canapi now with 10. Ball goes back to Meycauayan. Unable to contain that pass was Valenzuela.
We're really not used to John Carl Canapi. Already in double digits. No 3-pointers made so far.
Yung range nito, pagkapasok pa lang ng half court, mupukol na eh. So I guess that maturity as well, from 14 to 16, I'm sure. One of the things he developed through the off-season. Third opportunity for the Archers, finally. Able to convert. Fransley Baldomino. So they're just taking turns dito, Canapi and then Baldomino, vice versa. Lead up to 9, 20-11. This is a 10-0 run para sa Meycauayan.
Also, if you watch how Canapi plays, it's not necessarily like the primary scorer. He doesn't really create shots for himself that well off the dribble, but whenever he gets opportunity, he will score just because he has the guts to shoot from anywhere on the floor.
Si Rojas scoring that bucket. Nice anticipation there. Coming up with that steal was Kyle Ilagan. Gets it inside, but Rojas will miss. Another interception, but an offensive foul will be called here. Baldomino and Concebido fighting for that basketball.
You like how Meycauayan, whenever they get the ball, be it off a rebound, a turnover, they look ahead. And they're really very good at making those outlet passes.
Canapi makes a move inside, will be clipped. He'll head to the line for his own free throws.
Still needs a lot of development in putting the ball on the floor and creating his own shot. But you can already see that he's working on it, but still a long ways to go. I think he intentionally used the backboard for that free throw.
I remember him shooting free throws in a similar manner and gets 2 of them. So baka lang iniisip nga ng ating mga viewers that it was lucky. Yeah. Unorthodox definitely, but to get it to go, no complaints. Short stab, too strong. Another foul will be whistled, this time against Soriaga. Penalty na dito ang Valenzuela, so we walk to the other end of the floor. Free throws for the Bamboo Archers. So the Gian Alzaga on the line.
So for Meycauayan, 4 out of 4 from the free throw area, and I'm gonna expect this to go in. No, of course it didn't.
Naman ng ano no? Taliwas talaga eh.
Bakit kasi nakita ko pa yung ano eh. They haven't missed yet from the line, and they missed 2.
Missed 2. So far it's still just Canapi and Baldomino combining for these 22 points of the Bamboo Archers. Cruz, too strong, or was that the pass? Able to convert was Arkin Dandin. Scoop will miss para kay Malupay. Have a chance to earn it from the stripe instead.
Melvin Malupay actually also averaging 13 points per game, so he's not yet involved, but already with 4 assists. At this stage, probably just letting this duo of Baldomino and Canapi to carry that offensive load.
Sarap na trabaho, no? May pupuntahan kang Canapi, Baldomino. Quietly getting his first 2 points of this game, and as you said, already 4 dimes. Inside, blocked. It's a great block from Andrade. Ball will stay though with Valenzuela. Just 1.6 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
Still a foul to give for Meycauayan, but be careful not to foul someone in the shooting motion.
Well, you plugged into the ball game for this last possession. Dandindo will miss from the corner as the Valenzuela Progress is trailing by 9, 24-15 against the Meycauayan Bamboo Archers. The end of the first 10 minutes of action, John Carl Canapi and Fransley Baldomino combining for 22 of the 24 of Meycauayan. Naman sa kabila, JPE, John Paul Aman, making things happen. Maaga nga lang siya inupo. Definitely more of that after scoring 32 their previous loss. It's a great matchup that we're anticipating here. Canapi and Baldomino. John Patrick Ayman naman sa kabila. And at the end of the first, it's 24-15 in favor of the Bamboo Archers. About to resume the second quarter of the 16-under matchup of Meycauayan and Valenzuela. Meycauayan, after trailing the early part of the first quarter, going to that 10-0 run, ending the quarter up by 9, 24-15. A better start dito sa Meycauayan. Both teams still searching for that first victory nga, Coach Noy. And so, pretty sure ito parehong koponan, very hungry to prove themselves in the league.
Of course, you're expecting both of the coaches na takam din sa panalo. Head coach Jun Da Jose of Valenzuela and head coach Gil De Los Santos of Meycauayan. But so far, Meycauayan only 3 players scoring. Baldomino with 10, Canapi with 12, Malupay with 2. But so far, that has been more than enough for them.
Escabuelo able to score on that basket para sa Valenzuela, opening the scoring dito sa ating second. 12 to work with para sa Archers. Bit off balanced. That trims out para kay Flores. Tayo sa kabila. Spin cycle. Nice find. Cabuelo gets a bounce.
That time Cabuelo showing the patience in the post, waited for the defense on that up fake, able to score 2 points.
4-0 run to begin this second quarter para sa Valenzuela. Coach Jun definitely had some words with his players at the end of that first quarter. Ball goes back to the Archers, as unable to convert on that penetration was Concebido. The Bamboo Archers, their turn to call an early nature spring timeout. Here in the second, still 8:41 remaining. Archers up by 5. Take another look at that move from Cabuelo. Couple of baskets to begin the second, courtesy of their big man. Babalik tayo after this nature spring timeout. A look at our official basketball ng ating Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL Doride. Bola ng Pinoy. Support local, providing premium basketballs to our youth. Mga season 1 pa, kasama na natin yan, Doride.
And right now for Meycauayan, there are 3 scorers now sitting on the bench. Altogether, Canapi, Baldomino, Malupay. So very crucial. Where does the points come from now for Meycauayan?
Had that same question to the same Meycauayan squad whenever Devron was on the bench. Not just one player though, namang inaasahan naman dito when it comes to the 16-under squad of the Bamboo Archers. But nevertheless, that 6th man, hahanapin nga natin dito para kay Meycauayan. Kent hit was Rojas, Tapigan, Gatchalian, able to come up with it. 24-19, under 8 minutes left here in our first half of action. Kick out, wide open for the street ball. Kent hit.
And opportunity here for Valenzuela to make their move without those 3 scorers of Meycauayan on the floor.
And while John Patrick Ayman is on the floor naman para sa Valenzuela. Maga inuputon in the first quarter. Nice no look. Imang pinahiya. Cabuello with another basket. 6 points all in the second.
Already with 10 points is Cabuello, and could be the Batman to the Robin of John Patrick Ayman.
Napaganda pa. And that basket able to be converted by Arjan Gatchalian. Off that miss. Getting that put back. Finishing despite the contact. A pound-for-pound fitness move. Brought us with pound-for-pound. Experience the pound effect.
And just to make it clear, that was intentional, being the Batman to the Robin of John Patrick Ayman, because he's been producing, but his team is still winless. So probably needs to be more of a role player and find another guy to take on that scoring load.
So kung siya yung focal point, hasn't translated nga into victories for the Valenzuela Progress. Meanwhile, punta tayo kay Daphne Cristobal for a report. Daphne?
Moving forward from their defeat, JP Ayman told me earlier he will influence his team in terms of defense. Tumatawa nga yung teammates niya, but with pride he told me that he never missed a training, which was confirmed by his teammates as well. Nagkulang sa options during plays noong last game nila, so yesterday they made sure that they can take advantage of these choices in preparation para sa larong ito. Selfless basketball nga din daw ang hinahangad niya para sa koponan niya, para makuha nga nila ang kanilang bounce back victory. Gentlemen.
Thank you, Daphne, for that report. And JPE so far, 4 points, 4 rebounds, and an assist to his name. And medyo kinukulang daw ang kanilang players as with any team that encounters that challenge time and time again. As JPA able to score another one.
And one thing you cannot question about the game of JPE, he will really be putting everything on the floor whenever he's on the court. So that's why I think he really needs to find a way to find someone else to carry the scoring load, because he can get his whenever he wants to. And he's averaging 3 assists per game. But when called upon, as I said, he can get his whenever he wants to. So it's really just a matter of finding other guys, involving everyone else, and make things easier for him.
Spoke about Johan Martinez in that 14 under team na talagang isa lang yung gear, no? That would always be 100% each and every time they're on the floor, but yung consequence naman dyan is yung gas tank mo. Pwedeng bandang dulo may haunt you to, you know, be fatigued and not be as productive as you wish to be.
And especially when you go, you go full throttle all the time, and then you end up still losing. It's really draining. So you have to be a little smarter. You can use the other resources on your team, and Ayman eventually will find a reason and a purpose to trying to involve everyone on the floor.
So Ayman will be called for another offensive foul. That's his second offensive foul in this game. Personal foul number 2. Has to be careful not to pick up that third, given how vital he is to this Valenzuela squad. Long 2-pointer. To get that to go was Arjan Gatchalian. Sweet-looking stroke for the big man.
So far, Meycauayan struggling a little bit here without those 3 scorers, but this is really part of the growth and the development of the squad. When you don't have Canapi on the floor, you don't have Malupay and Baldomino, you're gonna need to also be able to rely on yourselves.
Cabuello scores on another. That's total of 12 now, and I believe 8 in the second quarter alone. So kung yung struggle nila with Canapi and Baldomino off the floor, yeah, the starters in Cabuello and Ayman taking advantage naman itong Valenzuela Progress here in the second quarter, outscoring the Bamboo Archers so far 12-4.
And whenever you're given that window of not of your opponents not having their best players on the floor, you take advantage of it. And so far, they've pounced on it and only down by 1 point.
Similar yung tema, Coach Noy, no? As JPA. Attacking strong, but he's down, holding on to the left side of his stomach, it seems. A bit of a hard fall, and has to take a seat.
Probably just got the wind knocked out of him. And you know it's going to take a lot for him to be on the floor with how physical he is, how aggressively he plays on the floor. This is part of the style of play that he has been accustomed to. So no surprise that he just gets up and walks to the free throw line.
Magkikita sila ng sahig na yan, eh, no? The way that John Patrick Ayman plays, very daredevil.
That's part of his destiny.
He's not Robin if he's not, you know. And since Ayman had to be attended to because of that fall by our medic, somebody has to take these free throws on behalf of JPE.
And of course, you're going to have to pick your best free throw shooter.
So si Dandin ang maatasan dito to fill the shoes of John Patrick Ayman. But if you're Valenzuela, medyo relieved ka that it wasn't as serious as it initially looked. That fall of JPE. Dandin will miss on that first.
Well, actually, it's one of two things. Either you choose your best free throw shooter, or you put in someone that you believe needs a little more confidence and to find his shooting touch.
Especially pag shooters, no? Kailangan lang naman nilang makita yung bola na pumasok. And what a better way, I mean, probably the best way to see that ball go through the hoop is through the free throw line. Although Dandin coming up empty in 3 attempts. Short on that 3 ball was Rica Fuente, as a loose ball foul will be whistled here against Dandin. Ball goes back to the Bamboo Archers. That will be team foul number 3 against Valenzuela. Meycauayan already at the limit.
And Malupay has already checked in for the Meycauayan Bamboo Archers. Of course, Canapi and Valdomino already in double digits. But Malupay only with 2 points. So this is his opportunity now to get his points on the board.
Clipped on that jumper as one of our officials, I believe that's referee John Mahinay. No medic required as well.
So if the medic approaches him, is there a mandatory sit-out period for our
officials? Yeah. The same rule should apply. No? We do have a number of officials every time. We have junior MPBL, of course. We're covering 6 games. Pa rin yung pagod niya, no? Very deceivingly tiring yung trabaho ng ating officials. Kailangan kondisyon ka din.
They need to be in tip-top shape because they have to run pretty much end-to-end. That's why you have 3 referees. Just imagine just officiating on your own. That's going to be way tiring.
So in that play, Jermaine de la Trinidad was fouled shooting that jumper. Was unable to get that shot to go, but gets his first free throw. Earlier, you had a look at Coach Gil de los Santos calling the shots para sa Meycauayan Bamboo Archers. Both teams looking for their first victory nga. And both coaches really trying to search for ways how they can do that exactly. Gatchalian drops it off to the fadeaway. Won't work. Pass a bit too strong. Good intention. Hindi na nga lang mahabol ng kanyang kakampi.
Yeah, but Meycauayan making it a point to get back in transition, making those attempts at the fast break for Valenzuela more difficult.
Under three-pointer for the Archers this time. Able to find the bottom of the net, although it's a long two-pointer. De La Trinidad, says our venue announcer. Ball deflected, almost a steal. They will try from outside. Off para sa Valenzuela. Have a 3-on-2 on the other end. Decides to take it all the way, but blocked was Malupay. They will give up the foul and will walk to the other side for 2 free throws.
And Malupay right now taking his turn to get points on the board with Valdomino and Canapi still on the bench.
Canapi and Valdomino still on the bench para sa Meycauayan. Take another look at that long two-pointer. Able to be converted by De La Trinidad. We have another Nature Spring timeout. .7 seconds remaining in our first half. Prior that Nature Spring timeout. Foul on the other end, and dahil penalty na nga ang parehong koponan, we find Andre Sambeli on the line for the Valenzuela Progress, getting that first to go. Gets the second to trickle in. Lead down to 1 once again, 31 to 29. Sorry, to 2, 31 to 29.
Much like the 14 and under division so far, Valenzuela has owned this second quarter, outscoring Meycauayan 14 to 7.
Meycauayan, of course, led by as much as 9, especially in that first quarter, behind the efforts of Canapi and Valdomino. This time, De La Trinidad hits on that first. Only 4 scorers ang meron dito para sa Meycauayan. And yung dalawang leading scorers para sa kanila still on the bench. Splitting his charities, De La Trinidad. But thank you, says Malupay, getting that put back.
I don't think we've seen Valdomino and Canapi here in the second quarter.
Not at all. So confirmed they haven't played a second here in the second quarter, as we saw that move earlier by Sambeli, getting the bump and the finish, trimming this lead down to 3, and a bonus free throw coming his way. Foul counted move brought to us by Pound for Pound Fitness. Experience the Pound effect. Completes the three-point play. 34 to 32 now, with 26 seconds remaining. 2-second shot clock and game clock difference. The hold for the virtual last shot if you are the Bamboo Archers, but ball stolen by the Progress. Go inside, kick out. Still 8 seconds. They could hold for the last shot. Have to put it up, last 3 seconds. Jumper too strong, unable to convert was Concebido as the buzzer sounds to signal the end of the half. It was 34 to 32, just 2 points separating these teams. Bamboo Archers, abante pa rin dito ng dalawa.
Yun po. I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you Dad for always supporting me on my foot. Thank you for sacrificing para makapag-basketball ako. Thank you po for that.
My advice to them is always play hard, always give your best, and pray to God.
Happy Father's Day, Dad.
Bumabati po ako na sa lahat ng mga haligi ng tahanan. Happy Father's Day sa ating lahat. Naway patuloy po tayong maging inspirasyon at lakas ng ating mga pamilya. Ang bawat suntok, hamon sa buhay at tagumpay ay inaalay ko sa aking pamilya.
Happy Father's Day, Daddy! We miss you. Thank you for everything you've done for us. We're going to be here next year.
Thank you for always supporting us and guiding us. We love you so much and we hope you have the best day. We love you!
Happy Father's Day, Daddy. Thank you for everything you've done for us. For me, you are my hero, my inspiration, and my motivation. I love you, and I'm always here for you.
Boxing's legendary and only 8th Division Champion of the world, introducing the one and only Manny Pacquiao!
Ako si Manny Pacquiao, muling bumabati ng Happy Father's Day sa inyong lahat, mga kaliga.
Para sa ama ng Junior MPBL at sa lahat ng mga tatay,
together with Junior MPBL, we celebrate you.
Happy Father's Day!
Ito ang Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat.
Few minutes before we resume our second half of action, 16 under division pa rin of Meycauayan and Valenzuela. Some highlights in our first two quarters. First quarter para sa Meycauayan dominated by Canapi and Baldomino, scoring 22 of their 24. But only scored 10 in that second quarter. Samantala for Valenzuela, a bit of a balanced attack. Cabuello, 8 of his 12. All scored in that second quarter, keeping Valenzuela in it after trailing by 9 early in the first half. For Sambeli, Ayman also doing their fair share. Some leading scorers dito, Coach Noy, Canapi and Baldomino nga for Meycauayan, and Valenzuela led by Cabuello.
They already in double digits are this duo of Canapi and Baldomino. All of those scored in the first quarter. We didn't see them in the second quarter. Baldomino with 4. And on the other side, Cabuello with 12. You've got Sambeli and Ayman with 8 each. If you look at the numbers, not much difference. 46% for Meycauayan, Valenzuela 36%. But if you look at the other stats, rebounding on the side of Valenzuela, 25 to 19 points in the paint, 26 for the side of Valenzuela, 20 for Meycauayan. So it has been a very competitive ball game. No team so far making much headway. But let's see what adjustments will be made, as you expect Canapi and Baldomino to play more minutes in the second half.
Meanwhile, we'll have another look at our fan of the game, brought to us by Chris Jacob Collections. Another lucky fan. Makakakuha ng ating Chris Jacob Collections new generation air freshener room and linen spray, which is our everyday essential partner in keeping our surroundings feeling fresh, disinfected, and hotel-like. Experience a sense of royalty with Chris Jacob Everywhere Sprays. Magandaan sa Chris Jacob, literally everywhere, because we've been everywhere dito sa ating season number 2. A couple of days ago, we were at Tanawan. We've been to Alonte, sa Binyan. Recently, we've been to Santa Rosa as well.
Yeah, I believe that was just yesterday.
That was just yesterday. Parang wala na yata akong sense of day, no?
Especially with how busy it has been at the junior MPBL. Of course, it's summer vacation, so the players, the kids are available to play even during the weekday. So always a pleasure for us to be part of this grind that is the junior MPBL second season.
Of course, you would want to squeeze as much games in as you could during the time that the kids have no classes before reverting back to weekend schedules, as we are to expect. Once school resumes for majority of these kids, three-pointer won't go para dito kay Sambeli to open our third quarter. But a foul will be whistled here against the Archers. Heading to the line is Rojas.
And so far in this game, Valenzuela has been struggling from the three-point area, 1 out of 11. Meycauayan, 0 out of 5. May seem normal, but the fact is, John Carl Canapi is playing for Meycauayan, so that's a quite surprising stat. Both not having converted just yet, and secondly, only having attempted 5 times from the three-point area.
As Ayman can score underneath. Baldomino umikis pa sa area. Jumpman.
Yeah, exactly. Looked like the logo that time.
Of course, Baldomino didn't play the entire second quarter along with John Carl Canapi, as we've earlier pointed out. And in that first quarter, 12 para kay Canapi and 10 para kay Baldomino. That is their total so far. Canapi will try from outside, and that's the three-pointer you're looking for. Pinakita pa sa Yunoy yung kanyang follow-through.
Making up for lost time, the duo of Baldomino and Canapi scoring the first 5 points for Meycauayan.
Safe to say they are the 1-2 punch. This Bamboo Archer squad lead up to 7 once again. Stepping on the sideline. Called here against Sambeli. They turn it over once again. Bit of a slow start here para sa Progress. And dito yung bumitaw ng bahagya. Bamboo Archers in that first quarter. Able to recover in that second through Cabuello. But now with Canapi and Baldomino back, I think it's a tougher assignment to cover these two players of Meycauayan.
Of course, you cannot afford to have this slow start, especially with the firepower already engaged on the side of Meycauayan.
Baldomino splits his two defenders, gets the scoop. Look at this reaction. It's like, baka 60% pa lang yun.
Just doing enough to get the basket.
Finger roll. Baldomino. Not sure if they have a conversation with Canapi and who will be scoring more points. Both have 15 so far in this game.
But actually, they are taking turns. Parang, you know, that's something that you build on, that chemistry na ikaw muna, tapos ako, as opposed to just one player trying to hog the spotlight.
And you also don't feel na parang pag ako, ayoko na rin bitawan yung bola. No? There are players na parang hindi, ako na eh. So, and they only have one thing on their minds, to kind of look for that basket.
And again, the main goal is to get a victory, not who gets more points. What's important is the points on the board as a team.
Probably something that they have learned after their first 3 games, that they haven't gotten any victories. Rojas scores underneath. It's a great find. Lead down to 6, 42-36. Canapi will try once again. 3-pointer too strong. Dandin. Almost a steal from Baldomino. Looking inside, mapapayungan. Too deep. Parito kay Cabuello. Ball goes back to the Bamboo Archers.
Of course, we've been talking about the 1-2 punch for Meycauayan, but Cabuello already has a 12.7 rebound performance here.
That pass, Sambeli finding Rojas. Almost losing that basketball, but recovered just in time. We have another Nature Spring timeout. Magbabalik po ang inyong Manny Pacquiao sa Junior MPBL. 42 to 36. 6 and 36. Still remaining sa ating third period. Of that nature, springtime out. Bamboo Archers going to execute, but a hold will be whistled here against Sambeli. Now with team foul number 2 against the Progress. The Kanapi and Baldomino show for the Bamboo Archers so far. Gatchalian though says, sali din ako dyan.
That's what you want to see from Meycauayan with the Valenzuela defense now focusing on those two. It's gonna open up opportunities for the other guys to score.
Yung tutong, no, is something that you can take advantage of if you are one of the teammates. But speaking of taking advantage, Baldomino we're ahead of his team. Scores on another pound-for-pound fitness move brought to us by Pound for Pound. Experience the pound effect. Semi-flex pa. Speaking of semi-flex, flexing is summa cum laude. Is Daphne Cristobal with the report. Go ahead, Daphne.
If Coach June De Jose is part of the movie Inside Out, I'd say he is anger. In their huddle, he was dismayed with the unnecessary movements of the classic juniors. Hindi na nga raw makascore, ang dami pang ginagawa na hindi naman kailangan. In the first half, the Bamboo Archers scored 8 points from their errors. Now let's see if Coach June can be the character of joy here in the second half or he will remain as anger. Hi, man, Coach Noy.
I'll let you react on that one, Noy, because I saw your post and you just watched Inside Out.
Well, it could be anger, it could be anxiety for Coach June, but definitely a lot of adjustments to be made here for Valenzuela as you see Meycauayan now looking to create some separation, but it's going to take a team effort and you're not going to do this trying to do unnecessary things. You always move towards a collective goal, and it's going to take a collective effort for Valenzuela to progress and get a victory here.
Despite kind of you feel that they haven't quite figured out yung kanilang rhythm, no? Talking about itong Valenzuela. They're just down by 7. So they turned it over once again. So yes, Bamboo Archers are threatening to kind of break this game open. But yung key baskets din dito para sa Valenzuela to just kind of hovering around Meycauayan to put themselves in a possession, possibly steal one at the end game. Kanapi misses on that 3-pointer. This is Concebido. His pass deflected. First time in the ball game is Blessed Ortiz. Sasamahan na rin siya ni Charles Ricafuente. Pumuna si Sambeli and Concebido.
Well, if you look at the numbers, on the average for Meycauayan, you know Kanapi can score. He's averaging almost 20 points per ball game. But a revelation here is that Baldomino can also share the scoring load. He already has 17. He's only actually averaging just 4 points per game. And being able to involve the others really just gonna open up things for John Carl Kanapi.
Interesting. Just 4 points average. I mean, yung galaw ng batang to si Francis Baldomino. I mean, I was surprised that you said that as John Carl Kanapi. Sabi niya, sige, tapos ka na Baldomino. Ako naman ulit,
Ako
diba?
naman, palitan tayo. But anyway, Kanapi, you knew he was looking for that shot. And what's very nice about this shot, it's very easy to get it off. It's a set shot, and he can pretty much, he always sets his feet in a way that he is always ready and prepared to shoot.
Always ready indeed. John Carl Kanapi with this third 3-pointer of the game. Make that 21 now for the 14 under Season 1 MVP. Immediately answering on the other end. Badly needed basket para kay Charles Ricafuente.
And all of a sudden, it has been a 3-point shootout right on cue. Joining the parade, that's Barreto for Meycauayan.
Banana court. Baka madulas ang mga tao dito. Papaulan ng 3. Ang mga bata, that's the 4th straight 3-pointer for combined for both teams. Kanapi this time inside. Gets the bump. Can't quite get that finish, but will head to the line for 2. Badly needed break for us in the helter-skelter basketball. Take a look at that Kanapi three-pointer. Sabi mo, yung set shot, napaka-simple, effortless. Would probably do great in a three-point shooting contest.
Oh, yeah.
Ganyang klaseng tira.
Especially with the one with the money ball somewhere between the half court and the three-point area. Again, you know, if you watch him with the way he dribbles, the feet are set in a way that he can pull up anytime. And that's something that players can actually try and develop. You're already a threat. You're only dribbling, but your defender knows that you can shoot right from that stance. What he could possibly develop is that quick first step and be able to put the ball on the floor.
Yung threat na kapag nag-close out ka naman na masyadong hard sa
aatakihin ka naman. But at this stage of his career, you'd rather make him drive. You make him put the ball on the floor because anywhere he is, he can shoot.
Tough shot coming from Barreto. Puente leading the break. Pass, a bit too strong. Able to be gathered by JPE.
We haven't heard much from JPE. It's the stage of the ball game where he needs to take over. The offense isn't going anywhere. They've been outscored 23-12 here in the third quarter.
Domino with the spin cycle. He loving that move. Kahit siya napauin sa galaw niya eh.
There's no way this guy is averaging just 4 points after 3 games.
There with an answer once again. Kyle Apolinar. Still a 13-point lead para sa Meycauayan. A minute and 10 left sa ating third. That illegal use of the body from Chian Alzaga. That would be team foul number 3 now on the Bamboo Archers. John Patrick Ayman now back into the ball game. Sabi mo nga, dapat makasense din siya na this is the time where I just might need to take that scoring load purposely. Can't hit on that jumper though.
That's still the shot you give Ayman, the outside shot.
Kanapi heat check. Takbo si Rojas sa kabila. 4 defenders sasalubong sa kanya. No problem, says Lawrence Rojas.
Well, actually for Kanapi, every shot is a heat check. But did badly miss on that shot. But Baldomino will turn the ball over. So it's still just an 11-point lead for Meycauayan. With Meycauayan still able to give up 1 foul.
Ayman powers his way inside. 11.7 seconds left in the quarter. Bamboo Archers will call their Nature Spring timeout. Still up by 9, 59-50. Take a look at that move. Powering through. John Patrick Ayman. And kinumusta pa ang kanyang defender for good measure. Need more of that and try to overcome this 9-point lead of Meycauayan. We'll be back with more of your Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL. .7 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Valenzuela able to trim this lead down once again to single digits. Hindi tuloy ang makapitaw itong Meycauayan. Baldomino barreling his way inside once again. Fransley Baldomino. Double check the numbers, Noy. There might be a typo that this guy is averaging just 4 points. Already has 21 at the end of the third. Kanapi has 23. Then I got some highlights. That excellent pass. Some belly to Rojas. Ito si Baldomino has that knack. Despite defenders na sumasalubong sa kanya, just splits them. Says no problem. Valenzuela trying to hang in there. It's just an 11-point lead into the last quarter. Baldomino and Canapi, whenever they're on the floor, malaking problema para dito sa Valenzuela. At the end of our third, it's 61-50. Meycauayan with an 11-point advantage. It's 61-50, the beginning of our fourth quarter. We're still watching the 16-under matchup of the Meycauayan Bamboo Archers and the Valenzuela Progress. Jaime Mendihar, kasama pa rin si Coach Noy Africa alongside Daphne Cristobal, bringing the action. Mula dito sa Banana Court in Las Piñas as Canapi, his three-pointer rattles out. As Canapi-Baldomino combination has put Meycauayan in a position to finally secure their first victory after going 0-3 in their first 3 games.
So like you asked, I did check the numbers. It is true he's only averaging 4 points per game, but this is only his second game playing for Meycauayan. So looks like he has transitioned well now in his second game, already with 21 points.
Breakout performance, Sambeli gets that ball to bounce. Lead down to 9 once again, 61-52.
Sambeli now with 15 points, only averaging 3 per ball game. Yeah, it's Barreto now, 5 points in the game. Earlier he hit a 3, now showing that he can also finish.
So this is the breakout game for Sambeli and Baldomino. Something about this game, kind of have these players that extra pep in their step. Winless nga, both teams. So, kasama na rin yan. May gutom na rin talaga. Eman will miss. Gets the ball back. Block this time. Dissipated there. No look. Challenges the defense is Rojas. Big block once again from the Bamboo Archers. On the other end, Gatchalian.
Very underrated the way Canapi can throw the outlet pass.
Rojas will miss. Eman trying to fight for it. Ball will stay with Valenzuela as a loose ball foul will be whistled here against Rovi John Barreto. A buzzer to signal a timeout. Brought to us, of course, by Nature Spring. Valenzuela Progress will look to talk it over. You see that pass to Gatchalian ahead of the pack, rewarding their big man to get 2 and extending this lead to 13, 65-52. So late and 27 remaining in this ball game. It's a 13-point deficit being looked at by the Valenzuela Progress and some Meycauayan Bamboo Archers. Eman has been quiet. Forces that up. Not quite the shot that you're looking for if you're JPE. Gatchalian once again.
This time the big man showing that he can also finish on the break.
Galing ng control no? The Baldomino, too much legal use of that off arm and some words
And he will be teed up. So that's 2 quick fouls for Baldomino. Luckily, only had 1 previous to that play. So 3 personal fouls.
That was quick, no? So I'm pretty sure yung mga binitawan niya. And look at that play. So he was initially called for an offensive foul with that ward off. And after that play, approached our officials and showed this displeasure. Something that I think these young kids would also have to learn and develop. Yung emotions nila.
Yeah, first things first, that was an offensive foul. Warding off, you know, he could have, the referees could have reviewed that and upgraded that to unsportsmanlike, mainly because he hit above the shoulders. And secondly, there's a way to address the referees. You cannot just blurt out your complaint. Medyo konting finesse that you will learn.
Foul on the backcourt called against Rojas. So for Rojas, that would be his second as well. Still a 15-point lead para sa Meycauayan. So despite these mini runs coming from Valenzuela, Meycauayan has done a great job to keep them at bay. Canapi thinking three. Goes inside to Malupay. What a pass.
You know what really opens up those opportunities for John Carl Canapi. You're gonna have to pay attention to him whenever he has that basketball, and right now showing that he can also involve his teammates.
What a weapon John Carl Canapi would be if yun nga, yung threat na nakatitig sa kanya, yung depensa, and he can find those teammates. Malupay saves it to Canapi. They will reset. Still 15 to work with. Malupay once again. Canapi for 3. Another one. John Carl Canapi make that 4 3-pointers now para kay John Carl. That's 26 in total for the game.
But if you watch how he shoots now and back in the 14 and under division, a little more jumping on that shot, but it's still more of a set shot than a jump shot for John Carl Canapi.
Malupay scores on another bucket. 8 points to go with 8 assists for General para sa Meycauayan. Take another look at that 3-pointer. Ngayon, nakaset na siya kasi kagad. Sabi mo, no, bibitawan na lang niya talaga. John Carl Canapi showing us why he was the 14 under Season 1 MVP. A 13-2 blast para sa Meycauayan Bamboo Archers. They've broken this game wide open, Coach Noy. It's now a 22-point lead, the biggest so far in this game.
Again, it was quite a surprise for me to see them 0-3. But of course, it's only the third game of John Carl Canapi. So whenever you've got a John Carl Canapi, always a threat to explode offensively. And that's exactly what they did here, especially in the second half, having outscored Valenzuela 40-20.
Tale of two halves. Valenzuela hang in there in the first 2 quarters. Itong second half nga has been all Bamboo Archers. Taking it all the way. Excellent maneuver there coming from Kyle Ilagan. Nilagan lahat ng kanyang defenders.
But at this stage, you cannot afford to just trade baskets. It's a 20-point lead.
Go back to Canapi. Looking for picks, but instead, pinukol John Carl Canapi style. That's the Canapi we know.
Asked for a double screen and just pulled up. And the best part about it, yung coach nga, si Coach Hill, did not even flinch. So probably something that he does in practice. So you earn the right to shoot those kinds of shots.
May lisensya. No? Back to Canapi. Caught in no man's land, looking for JPE ahead, but good trail job there coming from Barreto. Of course, Bamboo Archers are expecting them to slow down and milk as much clock as they could. Ilagan doesn't have the numbers. Drops it off to JPE. Be able to fish for that foul and will head to the line for another set of free throws.
Right now, the offense of Valenzuela has become a lot more predictable. As, you know, whenever Ayman gets the ball, he's just gonna drive inside the lane. And so far, Meycauayan has been able to stop the penetration of Ayman. Now he has double digits now, 10 points, 8 rebounds. But it has been a struggle for him to put up those points. Currently 5 out of 14 from the field.
Meanwhile, let's head over once again to Daphne for a report. Daphne?
Standing 5'9" at the age of 15, keep your eyes on Franz Baldomino. He's from San Jose del Monte, Bulacan, and has joined multiple tournaments already. But I'd like to agree, indeed, this is a breakout game for Franz. Pero sabi nga sa akin ni Canapi kanina, no, sila nila Franz at ni Melvin yung talagang kumakayod para sa koponan niya. Kumbaga, i-describe niya nga yung silang tatlo as the trio of the Meycauayan. What's next for Franz Baldomino?
Possible first victory is what's next for the Bamboo Archers. Thanks for that report, Daphne. Baldomino! Parang pag nire-report ni Daphne, no? Immediately.
Parang may pressure rin, no? We have to deliver.
Franz Baldomino. So, too much John Carl Canapi na. It's my turn once again, finishing and flexing. That's literally a pound-for-pound move. Experience the pound effect.
And we saw during that basket for Malupay, the first player to celebrate with Baldomino, I mean, was Malupay. So you can see this trio really enjoys being together. As we saw also in the second quarter, they played the whole first, and they sat down together also in that second quarter. Although Malupay did play some minutes in the second quarter, Baldomino and Canapi did not.
John Patrick Ayman attacking the rim once again. Bit of focus dito sa batang to. We talked about the averages as well, and maybe he could be the Robin kasi as the Batman that hasn't resulted into victories para sa Valenzuela Progress. What would you like to see more develop dito sa laro naman ni JPE?
Well, one thing, of course, the ability to set up his teammates, because whenever he drives inside, he gets all the attention, draws like double, triple teams. The ability to be able to share the basketball, set somebody up, and of course, needs to develop an outside shot. But out in the open break, I don't think anyone can stop JPE.
Pag may buwelo talaga, no? And has that enough of that body control as well, as Baldomino will be called for another offensive foul, warding off his defender.
Yeah, and just like that, he has 4 personal fouls. So that's something that he will learn as he matures. That technical foul may seem inconsequential, but look at him now already with 4 personal fouls.
Scabuello gets that bucket underneath, plus the foul. Some ray of hope para sa Valenzuela Progress. Stringing some points. Still 3 and 44. Take another look at that move. Another pound-for-pound fitness foul. Counted move brought to us by pound-for-pound. Experience the pound effect.
Eventually for JPE, the next step, as we said, is to involve his teammates. Keep your teammates happy. For as long as they're happy, you know, gusto niya lang maging happy ka din.
As with the classic JPE, no? gusto niya talaga na happy tayo. No? And Cabuello is kind of auditioning, kind of be that person that can receive those types of assists whenever Ayman is able to penetrate the defense.
Yeah, and also he has another option in the wing. You've got Sambeli breaking out here, 15 points in the game. So again, just like their 14 and under counterparts, you've got some materials. It's just a matter of putting everything together, make them, enjoy playing with each other. Just like how Malupay, Canapi, and Baldomino, as evidence with the way they interact in the court.
They throw it away though. Canapi leads the break. Goes to Baldomino. Lilipad na naman.
And the pass coming from John Carl Canapi.
Ayman gets 2 on the other end. Leading for his points, John Patrick Ayman. Though slowly, already has 19. Nice find there. Rojas with an assist from Sambeli. Lead down to 12. Meycauayan has to be careful not to be too overconfident. Still 3:07 remaining. Look at that pass once again. Rojas with a finish. 79-67. Abante pa rin ang Meycauayan. (79-67), closing in on 3 minutes remaining sa ating laro. Pressure on the backcourt coming from the Progress, making it difficult para kay John Carl Canapi to bring down this basketball. They have, I think, a second to cross, and yun nga, I think they weren't able to recognize that. As Baldomino will be charged with that turnover.
And deservedly so. He is the point guard, so more than anybody on the floor, you're the one who's supposed to be aware of the time.
Sambeli. Kick out to Rojas. Can't hit. Ayman, power rebound, gets the contact. Almost another three-point play.
And again, all of a sudden, you feel that sense of urgency coming from Valenzuela. And you wonder, where was that during the third quarter, during the fourth quarter, when Meycauayan was trying to make their move? But hopefully, they still have enough time here. 12 points, 2:40 remaining, still very much possible.
I like the fight that you're seeing dito sa Progress. Similar to their 14-under team. No? Medyo malaki na rin yung lamang ng Meycauayan in that game. It did finish as a 10-point victory for the Bamboo Archers, but it could have been bigger if, parang maagang sumuko itong Valenzuela. Ayman once again, a bit too deep that time. Lead still at 11 para sa Meycauayan. Turnover here para sa Meycauayan. Barreto. Janai lang in that instance. So 2.5 remaining in this game. Looking for Rojas, but great anticipation there from Baldomino.
That could be a key stop here for Meycauayan, especially if they score. But it looks like they're going to milk some clock.
Baldomino trying to split his defenders once again. Will be fouled. That's just the third team foul para sa Valenzuela. Foul to give. Mantala Meycauayan is already in the penalty.
So that actually allows Valenzuela to play aggressively and look for a steal, as they still have that foul to give.
Soriaga checking in para sa Valenzuela. As prior that ball being inbounded, a hold will be called against Soriaga.
So that's the last foul to give. Now both teams in the penalty.
Bamboo Archers protecting this 11-point advantage. Go to Canapi. As a foul will be whistled here against Concebido. And free throws coming up para kay John Carl.
You see John Carl Canapi already at the free throw line, even the one signaling to the referees that they're already in the penalty.
Veteranong-veterano na rin, no? Even yun nga, time, score, yung penalty situation.
And you like the control that he has on his shot. Earlier, sinasadya niya pa to use the backboard. Siyempre, binati natin.
Yep, hindi na niya ulitin, no?
But able to go 2 for 2.
81-68 now. Back to a 13-point advantage para sa Meycauayan. Another foul will be whistled here. Seems to be Rojas. Will be headed to the line.
If you're Valenzuela, the concern here, that sense of urgency, when they want it, they can turn it on. But sometimes it comes a little too late, especially here in this game. They tried to make their move very late in the fourth quarter with Meycauayan, not really that tired. Itong si Canapi, you've got Baldomino, although they did. Just checking the minutes here, about 30 minutes for, less than 30 minutes for those guys having sat that second quarter. So it's really being more consistent, be able to play better for the full 40 minutes.
After the first half of action, it was just a 2-point lead para sa Meycauayan. The biggest lead, I believe, was at 22 at one point in this game. I double check that. Indeed, it's 22. So, kaya mo eh. You can go on that run, but yung effort nga, posibleng came too late. Comes to going on those big runs.
Effort, especially on the defensive end, because if you look at the numbers, first quarter they had 15, second quarter 17, 18 points. In the third, 18 right now in the fourth. So the offense is there. Sometimes 17, 18 points in a quarter, that's good enough. But you cannot afford to give up 81 points and still expect to win.
Do come up with a steal and a bucket. John Patrick Amon. Another and one para sa kanya. Look at the crowd celebrating with him. Lead still at 8. The body control. John Patrick Amon able to finish over Barreto. Gives him a smile. Gusto nga niya kasi happy ka.
Happy ka. Pero right now his team not that happy. Still down by 8. But actually if you've seen him play, shots like those not really a highlight for JPE.
Now has 23 to go with 13 rebounds. What a game for JPE. Has a chance to add to that. No foul call despite that contact. The whole Valenzuela bench asking for one. Lead sila at 7. Sila naman ang matatawagan dito as Rojas trying to challenge that Barreto shot.
Well, I think the no call there was because Amon initiated the contact. That's why the referees probably gave the benefit of the doubt on Baldomino. Nevertheless, great stop there for Baldomino.
As Rojas will be meted with his 5th and final foul.
And remember, Baldomino has 4 fouls, so to still aggressively try to stop that shot, very impressive.
Short on that first attempt is Barreto. Rojas will be lost permanently para sa Valenzuela, finishing with 11 points, 9 rebounds, and 4 assists. So a key piece also missing here para sa Valenzuela. On the other end, Baldomino has 4, Barreto and Alzaga has 3.
That was a big stop because if Ayman had converted, this would have been down to just 5 points.
And that free throw will put the lead at 8, 82-74, just a minute and 6 seconds remaining. The pace that Valenzuela has been playing, able to string a number of points in such a short span. And another basket with a foul, Sambeli. Career afternoon for this kid. At Sambeli's 17th point. More importantly, trimming this lead down once again to a 2-possession ball game.
As soon as he got the basketball, found that driving lane open, attacked it, and able to adjust in mid-air. And lucky enough to get some contact.
Exactly a minute left. Free throw too strong. They do get another opportunity. Sambeli from outside. Malakas, but Cabuello with a putback. 4 points in that possession alone. Scrambling. They get another chance, but he will step on the baseline. Sambeli asking that he was pushed. It's the 4-point game now, Coach Noy.
All of a sudden, a different Valenzuela squad on the floor. They were a little lethargic to start that third quarter, but has come alive. So has the crowd.
Chance of defense echoing the banana court here in Las Piñas. Canapi able to cross the timeline. Gets it to Malupay. Finger roll is good. Look at the patience of Malupay.
Also the patience of Canapi, not turning the ball over despite the pressure. No patience for JPE as he does what he loves to do, just attack the rim, able to fish for a foul. But he will need to regain his focus as words being shared on that baseline. But the referees just let that one go.
Ulitin lang natin, no? Both teams winless in the season. So, talagang kumbaga, ayoko na. Sawa na akong matalo.
And with the effort that they're showing on the floor, definitely, you know that these two teams are hungry. Well, it's about lunchtime, 11:45.
What a treat we're having here kung kayo man ay nagtatanghalian. The 16-under game. Had it all. Strong on the second though, but JPE looking to get his own miss. May ipit dito. Was Andrade. Or that was Alzaga rather. So the initial call was that Valenzuela will get possession back. It did appear, at least in that initial review, that Alzaga touched it last.
I think it hit the leg of Ayman on the way out.
So they reverse it to Bamboo Archers. Will get the ball back. Expecting a progress to foul now, Coach Noy?
Well, they have to. With just 27 seconds remaining, they cannot allow Meycauayan to just dribble out the clock. But it's a matter of who do you foul. Actually, you don't have that choice anymore. Because, you know, Meycauayan will give the basketball either of the three, Malupay, Baldomino, or Canapi. And at this stage, it's not really in your control anymore. You're just hoping for misses and be able to convert on the other end. But of course, you can aggressively go for a double on the first pass. But just make sure that you're able to foul and not allow Meycauayan to just dribble out the clock.
It'd be wise to foul Alzaga 0 out of 4 from the free throw line so far in this game. Baldomino 4 out of 5. Canapi has not missed out of 6 attempts. Malupay as well, 2 out of 2. So yung tatlo nga na sinabi mga Coach Noy, medyo iwasan mo. But you would probably expect nga that they will get this basketball.
You're gonna have to play full denial and force either Gatchalian or Alzaga to get the basketball.
27.2 seconds left. It's 84-79. Meycauayan with his 5-point lead. Canapi, may ipit. Zambelli with a steal. Ooh, what a sorry miss. Could have been just a 3-point game.
That is a perfect scenario as Canapi made the mistake of throwing the ball towards the rim of Valenzuela. Sorry miss for Zambelli. A little too excited. Had a lot more time than he thought he had.
It's still 19.1. Here Baldomino, you need to sink 2 to make it a 3-possession ball game para medyo mas makahinga-hinga naman itong Bamboo Archers. As a medic is called. A need to attend to Zambelli, it seems. Squinting as he approaches his bench. So Baldomino will be tested. As I mentioned, 4 out of 5 so far in this game. Calmly sinks the first, egging on the crowd. Ang lakasan nyo pa.
Again, that's just confidence. This is a guy who debuted with only 4 points. And right now, 27 points.
Strong on the second, but is able to get that rebound. That hurts para sa Valenzuela. Baga yun na yung opening na hinahanap mo. Charity split. But instead, he failed to box out the shooter.
And Ayman will foul out with 24 points and 13 rebounds. What's impressive about that rebound coming from Baldomino? He missed the free throw. He got the rebound. He pulled it out. That's very smart. And Malupay now will go to the free throw line. Probably try and ice this ball game with Ayman already fouling out for Valenzuela.
Sinks the first. He got 3 out of 3 now. Para kay Malupay on the line.
He is averaging 13 points per game. A little less right now at 11 points, but he has 10 assists. So just doing what is possible and allowing space for a third scorer to come in. And in this game, it has been Baldomino.
So yung ambuyan nga talaga ng tatlo, no? They really like playing with each other as reported by Daphne.
But not a best situation here for Meycauayan, fouling Valenzuela. Clock stopped at 13 seconds to give them an opportunity to score points.
That's the first one to go. This is Lordi Gabriel. Sorry, this is Atom De Leon rather. Intentionally missing the second. He secured that rebound. They give up another foul. 8.6 seconds remaining. Concebido committing that. That would be his 4th. Baldomino will once again head to the line.
Meycauayan may escape with the victory here, but I'm pretty sure they know how lucky they are, especially with that spirited comeback coming from Valenzuela. And also they gave up 30 points to Valenzuela in that 4th quarter. And if you want to gain a lot of victories here, you cannot give up that much points, especially in the payoff period.
Something to learn from if ikaw ang Meycauayan. Concebido able to hit on that 3. Keeping things interesting, still up by 4. It's a turnover will be called here against Meycauayan. Still a 2-possession ball game. Malupay will be called for an offensive foul. So Malupay will be committing his 5th and final foul as well.
And if you're Meycauayan, looks like they're gonna pull off this win. Nevertheless, just too much drama for them. They should have been a walk in the park, especially with that big lead in the fourth quarter, but relaxed a little bit. And that was all Valenzuela and John Patrick Ayman needed to give them a scare.
In terms of confidence though, despite this impending loss, if you are Valenzuela, you can take this fourth quarter and know that you have it in you to get on that run, really dominate even from the defensive side of the basketball. That three-pointer is blocked to the delight of the Meycauayan Bamboo Archer squad, getting their first victory of season number 2. Moving to 1-3. For Valenzuela Progress naman, they will be sliding to 0-3. Still searching for that first victory, similar to their 14-under counterparts. Final score natin is 87-83. Meycauayan pulling it off and make that 2 straight now. 14-16, both secured by the Bamboo Archers. Valenzuela back to the drawing board. We'll take a short break. Sa aming pagbabalik, Daphne Cristobal is with our best player of the game.
Unang panalo para sa Meycauayan Bamboo Archer 16 under. Congratulations to you and your team. And of course, kasama ko ang ating player of the game, Franz Baldomino. You scored 28 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals sa larong ito. Franz, masasabi mo ba na ikaw yung nagkukulang in the past few games, knowing na ang average mo lang 4 points pero ngayon iba yung pinakita mo?
Yung mga past few games ko po kasi hindi po talaga ako nakalaro ng maayos and intay ko lang po yung big break ko and ito na po yun. Nagtiwala lang po kami sa mga coaches namin. Sinunod lang po namin yung gusto nila. Kaya po kami nanalo. Yun lang po.
Friends, for sure, maraming nanonood sa'yo, mga nakasuporta sa'yo. Ito na yung chance mo para batiin sila.
Una-una po sa lahat, binabati ko po yung mama at papa ko sa nanonood sa bahay, at sa ate ko. Sa PLP Elites, kay Kuya Jay, and sa mga coaches po namin na nandyan po lagi para sa amin, sila Coach Villamor, tas kila Coach Tep-Tep. And yung nagpasok po sa akin sa Meycauayan, si Coach Chris. Ayun lang po.
Once again, congratulations to you and your team. At syempre, magpasalamat din tayo sa Don Benitos for providing our player of the game, this Filipino delicacy. Don Benitos, ang pambansang kasaba. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Daphne. Congratulations once again to Franz Baldomino, our best player of the game. And of course to the Meycauayan Bamboo Archer 16 and under team for getting their first victory in season number 2. So coming right up, the third game between these two teams, this time in the 18 under division. Diyan lamang po kayo. Magbabalik pa po ang inyong Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na subok, Junior MPBL para sa'yo, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, klaro na to, huwag kang sumuko sa gustong gawin. Isang pangarap, isang tagumpay, yeah. Gabay at pag-asa ng bayan, landas pagbabago, pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero isang halaga. Nagkakaisa, nagmamahalan, nagtutulungan. Liga ng bayan na to.
Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL
would like to thank Dorite Bola ng Pinoy, the first Pinoy basketball brand, Don Benitos, ang pambansang kasava, Nature Spring, #1 bottled water in the Philippines, Pound for Pound Fitness, Be Liga Ready, Jinky Skin, empowering women by redefining beauty, Pound Active, for quality sportswear, Wing Bowl, it's like coming home, Chris Jacob Collection, for affordable but quality daily perfumes,